Friday wrap for June 29th. June 29th. I can't believe June's already over. 4th of July is almost here. But I wanted to give you a quick update of the news, events, and progress around the village. I am, of course, Mayor Mickey. Last Friday, it was incredible with Bo Jackson's golfing event. It was a full house, probably the record attendance out in Bolingbrook, attended by many Burr Ridge employees, or residents, and as well as a lot of famous athletes, many of which I had no idea who they were, but I did get a chance to meet Antonio Holmes with the Pittsburgh Steelers and a whole bunch of other guys. So that was great, and we appreciate Bo Jackson and all he does for his great causes, like his Give Me a Chance Foundation. On the board meeting on Monday, went relatively quickly, though we had a pretty full schedule. And approved unanimously was the annexation of the Rizika property, which was basically historical. It was after a couple years of working with a neighboring village, Willow Springs, came to an agreement to finally come to some common sense boundaries, trading property. It's in the last legs, but that was approved unanimously by the Board of Trustees. And most items were on the consent agenda, but one item, a very important item, was pulled off the consent agenda by Trustee Zach Model regarding the prevailing wage. And he and I both wanted to educate the residents as to how that impacts all taxpayers and how the unions really control that. But it is a rather complicated topic, but be sure to check out the video from that, or even send us a request if you'd like some additional information. In other news around the village, I conducted several interviews for the alternate position for Plan Commission, and dealt with some residents from Burr Ridge regarding working with them and seeing what the village could do to help resolve a flooding issue over there. And I just came from a phenomenal retirement party at Village Hall for Sandy Carmen. She celebrated both her 30-year anniversary today, as well as the party, thanking her for all of her service for the village. Also, I remember tonight we have Conscience on the Green. It's the Cadillac Groove. It's classic rock and blues, and remember, next Friday after the 4th of July there is no concert. I just want to make sure make sure you knew that. Now you're probably wondering where I am right now, and that question I'm about to answer before I give another shout out to a Burr Ridge business owner. I am at Lakeside Point. It's a McNaughton development over by the Marriott. I'd like to introduce you to a very important person who really runs the whole project for the McNaughtons. John, how are you?
Good, Mayor. Thanks for coming by today.
Hey, well, thank you. So tell me something. How's this going so far? And tell me a little bit about the development.
Great. We've had a great reception so far. And what we're proposing here, or what we're in the middle of doing, is we have 44 home sites here. We're here in front of 3 of our model homes. We're under construction here. We have 11 pre-solds that we're in the middle of building, and 2 speculative homes that we're going to be building for quick move-in people.
Excellent. And now is it pretty much age targeted? Can you tell me a little bit more about are they all 2-story?
Yeah, it is an age targeted product. We have 6 models that we're offering. 3 are ranch homes, and 3 are 2 stories, but they all have the master bedroom on the first floor.
Excellent. And what percentage do you think will be of the 2 stories versus the ranch?
So far, 70% of the homes have been ranches, and then 30% have been 2 stories.
No kidding! Yes. Wow. Well, I guess that's not surprising. With really the fastest growing age group in the country now is probably 85 and above. Though a lot of them may not be living independently, but they can. The demand in ranch homes, you're responding to that, and we certainly needed this type of age-targeted empty nester homes developments in the village for a long time, haven't we?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it's great. It's great, and we're happy to be here in Burr Ridge. All of our buyers so far, they've been attracted to the site for the amenity of the Burr Ridge Village Center here. It's been a very positive influence for us. People like the shopping. They like the restaurants that they have easy access to, and they also like the Burr Ridge itself in general, as far as where it's located. They like the easy access to the highways, transportation, airports, and obviously going downtown. So
it has to be one of the best locations in the state, doesn't it?
It is, absolutely.
So how many acres is it?
We're on 20 acres.
Here, but I'd like to have you fan across the entire property. 20 acres in total, including that's going to be the kind of a retention pond area, possibly in between the area.
That's right.
And over there you have a pond too. Is how many acres?
There's like an 8-acre pond
Wow.
Existing right behind the site.
Wow, great. Well, thank you very much for giving us the update.
Thanks
for your project, and please thank Paul and Paul
I will. Thank you.
for their help. And I also like to give one last shout out to another Burr Ridge owner. By the way, McNaughtons live in Burr Ridge also. So, there's a there's a car dealership in Countryside that I had the pleasure of doing some business with this week called Jack Phelan Dodge. Actually, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram. They're phenomenal. The owner, John Phelan, lives in Burr Ridge, and I just want to give them a shout out. They even have curb service. They'll pick you up and deliver a shuttle service as well. Very first class. But I'd like to give them a shout out too. I do admire the businesses and the business owners in Burr Ridge, and so thankful that they chose Burr Ridge as their home. Thanks again.
Thanks, Mayor.
Thanks again for joining me.